Hi everyone, it's Mendokichi. It's been a while since I've made a new video. Well, my life is currently in a transition mode and there's just a lot of things that I had to do. I also haven't been active posting on my Instagram, but feel free to check it out. Also, all the costumes that I've made so far are available for rent. You can check out my Facebook page for more info. In this video, I will be showing you how I made a very lovely dress. It is inspired by Teuta Matoshi. The dress that I'm making is a corset dress that has a square neckline. I used a silk fabric for this, and the fabric that I used is still quite thick so it can hold a shape pretty well. The pattern is also available to download for free in the description box below. Unfortunately, the pattern is in my size, but you can definitely adjust it according to your size. Without further ado, let's go straight to the video. This is the pattern for my corset: the center, side, and the back. I cut out 2 sets of this pattern onto my fabric. The shiny one will be the front of my corset and the matte one is the back or the lining. Then I just sewed the seams together, and here it is sewed and pressed together. This is how the wrong side looks like. And now I face the wrong sides together. I sewed along the top part to make sure that the seams are matched evenly together, as I will also be top stitching the seams together. Now that the seams and top part are all stitched together, it's time to make the boning channels along the seams. I sewed in a 1 cm boning channel on each seam. Then I tried to insert my boning to see if it fits. Just continue this until you've covered all the seams. I also added more boning channels on the center and side of my top. It's totally up to you how much boning you want your corset to have. I also sewed the ends of the back piece because I totally forgot to sew this in the beginning. So now I'm just folding them inwards and top stitching them in place. Once done, I also made 2 boning channels, leaving a space in between for the eyelets. I marked the eyelets with a 2.5 cm gap in between. I cut out slits to insert the eyelet. I used a cutter, but I think X-Acto knife is the best to use here. I just had to make sure that the eyelets fit in the hole, and it also shouldn't be too big or else you'll ruin the fabric. I used this tool to press in the eyelet. I cut out strips for binding the edges later. And also this wider strip for a tie-up ribbon. For the plastic boning, I made sure that the corners are not sharp. The corners can actually pierce through the fabric if we don't soften them. So this step is definitely important. At this point, I decided to add another boning channel on the sides of my corset. I just pinned the placement that I want and then sewed a straight stitch. To seal the boning in place, I top stitched the bottom part of the corset. I also sewed the back part of the shoulder straps. So as you can see, the shoulder straps are sewed at an angle so that it follows the natural slant of our shoulders. Now it's time to pin the binding for the edges of my corset. After sewing them together, I folded it towards the inside part like so, and then I top stitched it in place. After sewing the bottom, I repeated the steps on the top part of the corset. Almost done. And here it is. I sewed the straps at the back, measuring 8 cm from the center edge. I also sewed a string that I plan to use to tie the corset, but I found this inconvenient because it's too thick and it doesn't slide through the eyelets easily. So I decided to use an actual ribbon to lace it up, as you'll see later in this video. But for now, I'm gonna use this as reference on how I laced up my corset so that it's easy to wear and you won't need the help of other people when getting dressed. It's kinda hard to explain by words, but just follow what I did in this clip. Notice how I left this loop at the center? It is where I tug the string to tighten the lace. So I'll show you how I wear this on my own. I made sure that the ribbon is long enough so I can put it over my head. Then I tug the strings and tighten the lace. Remember the wide strips that I cut earlier? I'm just sewing them right sides facing together. And then flipping it inside out. I also ironed this for a polished look. So this is how I wear it with the ribbon. This piece is optional, but it's super pretty. I also tried this tulle fabric as a ribbon. Both of them are really pretty, but which of them do you guys prefer? And that's it for the first part of this video. It's hard for me to edit a super long video, so I always have to cut it into 2 parts. Hope you guys will stay tuned at the end. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next video.